Love to record more stuff. Getting tired of what I mix. So ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun, entertaining. But I must go now and leave you on your way. I shall retire till my kingdom come bed. Well, I will wake up happy and do it again. Yeah, do it again. Do it again, do it again, Groundhog Day. So lovely. Beautiful brown eyes. Beautiful brown eyes. It's not because I couldn't do it anymore. Maybe you can relate. You ever been tortured so much that it makes you cry? You don't have to do anything, man. You just cry. Like you hurt so bad that you watch a TV commercial and you cry. To come in here and I talk about anything related to my life, and it's an easy tear. Not because, I'm weak, but this shit wore me down, man. You see that syndrome? The wore down syndrome? I'm not burnt out. We still got drive here. I'm just worn the F out. It's like, damn, another day. And you get programmed in this condition. Like when you get sent to prison and how all those criminals and how all those people get trained into be like inside. You get but in a mental institution, you have parents who eat lasagna every night, and you become a lard toad, and so you teach your kids how to be a lard toad, because all you know is lasagna every freaking day, because your parents were like, you eat this lasagna, you going to hell. So you were scared into eating lasagna until you died of it. That was we can't save you, man, but we can. Can we? Can we save those people? The 800-pound person squashes a wheelchair. There ain't a wheelchair big enough made for their ass. You see them on TV, and it's disgusting. Their whole belly looks like a waterbed. Like, why can't you just eat less? You don't need a diet. You need a life coach. You need some self-discipline, you fat fuck. And it's all about changing your mindset. You're not ordering 15 goddamn pizzas and finishing them all. Or being stuck in a house filled with trash because you can't throw out a bubblegum wrapper that your old cousin used to have from 15 years ago. And I remember when I gave her this bubblegum and now she's dead. So, no, we cannot throw this away and I'll have a big ass fit. At least you ain't one of those, man. Be happy that you ain't got what I got. Be happy that you ain't got AIDS yet. Be happy that you haven't ate radiated fish from the Fukushima anniversary. Today's 3/11. I bet most Americans don't know that. I bet you say, hey, what's 3/11? Yo, I know all about that disaster. I'm smoking one for my homies. 3 more minutes. Seriously, I gotta hang up the hose. I've had these like 8 different times, 9, and they do work, but all the symptoms come back with added scar tissue, and that creates a bigger mass. Wherever that mass starts to push in, maybe it would be good or it could be bad. Like I feel better when I sleep against a pillow on my back, and that makes me feel a bit more comfortable on my side. Can't sleep on my stomach, so it's like, yo, my whole life is like wrecked. So if Dilaudid is heroin, then I'ma use heroin. Do you mind if I use that name instead? I'm gonna make it sound what it is. Cause they're talking like, yo, he's on heroin. Like, oh, I am the last one to know about it. But I'm gonna tell you, Dilaudid is great, man. Wow, it's like I don't feel it in the head, but the pain goes away. That's what I'm saying. That's what I say. Man, it's so great. It's not like, yo, I'm seeing stars. It's the pain goes away and I can do what I love. It's obvious. Hello, McFly? McFly, you in there? Where's your brain at? Stuck on CNN and how bad opiates are? Look what opiates are doing for me. Look how they're changing my life. And it's obvious unless you just can't see it. Maybe you can't because I only push the record button when I'm sitting in here. You never see it out there. But, you know, what do you know? I'm just a crazy actor on this side. So let's go back to my music, man. I think I talked enough. And add that to my bio. So someday, you know, you can make one of me chilling in my studio. It's the only images you got. But, you know, you could fill it in with a bunch of storylines or something. Not sure how that would work. All right, hours worth. We usually give you guys 3 hours. You know, not like 24 minutes and sell you the CD for $8. If you go to CD Baby, if you type in Google CJ010 space CWSPOD, you will find
Oh, and one more space, CD baby. You can download the whole album for $2. I will promise to make your panty holla. Smells like sex. Yeah. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Ho, 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 Santa's got a bag of gifts. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. But I tell you what, I've been on this new medicine for my pain called Dilaudid. I'm actually surprised it works that well. No, I ain't sharing, homeboys. Home gets, homeettes, home its, home days. Oh man, yo, I had a great week this past week, man. Now I'm back here, chilling in my chair. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't know how much time I got left on this earth. Alright, so I ordered a piece. Remember that piece that was right up here? That blue. I reordered one of those. I got some cables for this thing, so we can start using this. This is where we're gonna mix my vocals on. We haven't done it in so long, but we will start it back up. I also got, man, I remember what I got. Just want to show you the gifts I bought myself that will be here. Let's go to eBay and go check this out. I did buy it, right? Okay. All right. Oh, I got a new 6G SDI cable. Look at that. Isn't that? I got one of those cables. Who knows what that is? Smart asses out in the crowd. Get a free CD. Oh, we got our audio embedder. A new one. Yes. 4 Energizer Bunny batteries. Got a 5-pack. Oh, I got another Black Magic Designer 4K. And I got one of these micro adapters. Micro HDMI female. Those are rare. I got me an HDMI cable tester so I could stop blowing up my equipment. That's about it. Yep. About it. Eventually I'm going to upgrade my video card in here to a TI-80 or something so I can actually edit these 4K videos I make. I got no way to edit them, children, but we are producing way more 4K content than most people out there in the world. I'm probably the top 100 person. You don't even own a 4K television, homie. I'm back here creating true 4K, not it's 1080p camera 4K. It says 4K, but not, you know, you got one of these and one of those and one of these and one of these and one of those. So we're like real 4K. I want to get one of those cables that you put towards the end or something, and it's just like a cable that you plug in to USB 2, and it enhances the color. It enhances the sharpness. Those are pretty neat. So I was tired of blowing up my equipment, so I got me an HDMI cable tester here. I'd be blowing up a lot of equipment, man. See that box up there? That box is $400. That box no longer works correctly because I was unplugging a live HDMI cable in there. I never got taught properly that you need to unplug everything before you plug it in there. And I had cables that I've been using for a long time, and they've been bent. And this will test it. So I'm tired of blowing shit up like that, man. That's what these are for. Test my camera cables too. Yeah. I got a half a verse stuck in my head. I got my word list, LGCD. Word list, all one word. I'm gonna try this, see if I can finish it. It started with, I live in the valley of shame. Oh, I already forgot it. Alright, so let's just start it. Go. I walk down the valley of shame. I walk down the valley of shame. This is what I do every day. Ain't afraid to show who I be. It's a proper day. I'm moving on. It takes muscle I to let go, like my network administration, PC repair. I can still repair computers, and build them up from scratch and do all that stuff. It's like, you know what? I can do this, put off this board. That's once in a year thing. If I can have this studio longer than a year, I will pat myself on the back. Before I tear it down and build it up again. So far so good. Doing the best. You know, we wanted to have a no wire studio. It's laid out that way. You can see it, but it lacks. Let me change camera views. So I even got another camera here that we could use that I'm not. And it makes you wonder, where did all that spunk go? All right, hold on. I gotta reset that so it connects at 4K. So I basically just turn off this box here, and then I turn it back on, and it resyncs up the camera to 4K. I think I'm doing pretty good with my disability and getting stuff done. I'm on the maximum dose, basically, of morphine that they will give a person without having cancer. Unless you have cancer, or I am in ridiculous amount of pain, they have this place, like a nursing home, that I would go to and live, but basically be in a comatose state if I needed anything else above the 90 milligram limit. So those are my options. And, you know, I just get tired of moving. Yeah, I can go on probably a road trip all the way to Florida. That would be very, very difficult for me. Or just like cross state. Very, very difficult. But I'm sure if I took my pain meds and took them on time and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, like, my body will suffer, but my mind won't.
So that's the kind of game you're playing now with life. The more you move, the more you juggle around. I start developing those inflammation issues like you be hearing so often. And it just wears on you, So after a while, you learn, let's find something to do where we don't have to move. My iPad is basically hanging from my face above my bed. My bed is motorized. It vibrates. The feet go down, up. Head goes down, up. Top vibrates. Feet vibrate. It's got heating blanket on it. And while I'm staring at my iPad, like this, chilling. That's my life. And I come in here and I sit still. Do what I can to make money playing video games. Yeah, but I can still make money playing video games. So does that qualify as a job? How do you make money? Because I got music playing underneath it. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound possible? Do you think somebody can?
Did once. I ordered a hoe for a blowjob, and I couldn't do it. I wasted $200 and I sent her out. Shit felt so weird. I'd rather meet someone at a bar and talk to them for 5 hours and then go home and have a one-night stand. But since I'm married, I would never do that. But I'm just saying, in my single years, that's probably what I would do. The door just opened. I need something to drink. Opiates. Huh. I wonder if this would qualify me. Damn. I gotta do some research. Opiate. Daily. We just do as many of these as we can. That's about it, man. The point here is to keep muscle without using your back or shoulder muscle. So that's why it's set up on my... And then you gotta go all the way forward. And then all the way back. Oh my God. Can't even do 20. It's a damn shame. Welcome to Creative Wind Studios. Alright, so I'm gonna smoke up one more bowl. Then I'm gonna head on out of here. Chill on the couch. All I ever wanted to see was big ass muscles, but we're always battling evil. I don't fear evil, but it works on my body.
Eats it away. Damn. 16 lamos. Remember when we could do 50? Oh my God, man. You can never be a 10 except for that one moment. You could have a 9.9, but realistically, you ain't gonna have a 9.9. Realistically, you may only have a 9.5 once or twice in your life, if you're measuring your scale correctly.
This is total bullshit. I'm gonna be using your car.
The reason why I grade mine a level 8, level 9, the reason it used to be a level 6, 7, used to be 7, 8, now it's an 8, 9. I don't like what I'm looking forward to, but I got sciatica. So we're dealing with constant sciatica. Means it never goes away. Ever. I'm sleeping, resting, haven't moved for 3 hours. You still got sciatica. So that's one pain. You have this other pain where they did the hardware. And that feels like someone took a bat and swung real hard. Or like you got out of the car, slipped on ice, and fell on your tailbone. That is what it feels like. Right now. All the time. And that shit hurts. That makes your whole body radiate. Well, that's what's happening to me. And it renders me almost completely useless. Because that pain scale, you have to measure in enjoyment of life. How does your pain affect your work? How long am I able to sit in my favorite chair? Not as long. How does the pain affect my social life? How does the pain affect my walking? How does the pain affect my sleeping? Does it affect my thinking? Does it affect my body? So I have all of these things that I gotta measure all the damn time. And when you look at the paperwork, you're gonna see high numbers up there. Like, it affects me a great deal. I can handle it, yes, but it affects me totally. And the longer I am doing whatever I'm doing, the longer the recovery time to get your pain not bothering you so much that you can't do anything. Can't watch a movie, you can't sleep. Your only option is to take a high dose of morphine. So you don't live a regular life at all. You have to manage the crap out of your life. You plan every step. I haven't gone outside for weeks. My body's all messed up from the morphine and from the RF ablations. And these are procedures that they go in and they cut nerves, which are sending your brain the pain. So they can't cut the main nerves, but they said the nerve that is causing all the issue is running across the plate. So they had to pick up shit, put in the hardware, and set it back down. And then you're on bone, and it catches. CWSPOD 4K, 2 words. Does that make sense? And type that into search. That'll bring you my channel. Subscribe to that. That'll let you know anytime I'm active in the studio. Anytime we're remotely active, we'll be streaming, editing, deleting stuff. Tonight is another day of production. And I encourage you to open up a Google search and put up there CJ021. I will do that and see what I come up with. CJ021. Put CW's pod after that. It's still new, so it's not. There you go, right there. CJ021, CWSPOD, and that's me, homies. That's me right there. And that was our latest album. That was a freestyle album, but the recent album before that was CJ019. That is an instrumental album. There you go. Right there. And we've got 50 songs in each album. You can download this stuff on any music platform available to you, including Amazon Music, YouTube Music, if you have a premium membership at any of those places, Spotify, Deezer, at least 20 different music online sites, but the easiest way is just to do it this way and find the site that you're a part of. You could also type in CWSPOD.com and that will forward you to a YouTube page that has all of the recent albums, including the top tracks. Got 500 in that folder. So the list goes on and on. The company goal within 9 more years, 9 or 8. So we have 280 of these to go yet. We've done 20, if you can count them. So we have 280 of these to go yet. Do you know how long my page will be? If just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Mostly instrumental music. And this is made for, like right now, you know, we're talking over stuff. Like I can go, oops. I can go back here to CJ019 and be like, yo, we're going to have a radio show. So you're just going to hit play. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest show on earth. And that's basically what I do. I make it for people who talk over it. Yeah, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the most awesome show ever. And there's 50 of these in each album. And every 7th album, it is a freestyle album. So I can share my poetry with you. And chances of it being some of these songs are high. I can show you what some of that stuff sounds like. And you can get all this online as long as you got a premium membership or don't mind watching YouTube ads or whatever. You can listen to it for free, basically. You can buy the entire album if you head to cdbaby.com. Selling these albums. You're wearing yesterday socks. Means you're wearing yesterday boots. So what do you do about that, bro? That's a tough question. Not a question for me, of course, because I'm just an inventor. All right, next caller. Thanks for. Yeah, I was wondering how many chicks have you had sex with, Justin? What a beautiful question. $13. Is that a good number to have? Waiting on those messages. I wish it was higher, but I am okay with the one I married. I don't know what a normal scorecard is supposed to be. But I think once you feel one tit, you felt all tits. I think that's what excited me most about my past girlfriends was their tits. That was a bonus. I'm not sure how dudes can do it with boys. Like I need something there to remind me that singing them for all the unmarried people. Okay, here we go. The future is about cell phones. Future are iPads, man. And the future is a combination of tools. Like, I don't have a monitor, but I have my shit hooked up to a 4K monitor. But I don't need to be sitting at my monitor to still be working on my computer. And that's where my iPad comes in. So you're mixing different technologies to get the job done. If you wanted to use the same program I do, Jump Desktop. Check it out. 5'9". And then if you want to stream music, like you could use a Shoutcast server. Making ends meet to living on the farm just outside a small town. There might be some delay there, but you can also buy an HDMI to IP, basically the same thing, but it like a Shoutcast, but it sends video too from a real HDMI source. For like under $100. Around $100, get you started there. Trying to stream from your PC, you shouldn't do that. You should use one of these boxes to stream. You will always get a constant frame rate, and the box is made to do what it does. And that's why I believe in different equipment here. Certain equipment does certain things. A computer is great, but it can't do everything. You shouldn't. If you want to expand your life, you need to be open to the idea that expanding on already what you have, not replacing it, but thinking about the future and buying the right equipment. Like every equipment that I buy now needs to have MIDI. And I mean, because that MIDI talks to a bunch of this other equipment. So you need to look in a certain spec group. My advice is if you're recording in 4800 kilohertz, stop and continue to record 24-bit at 44.1. It solves a lot of problems. I've done countless testing on this. I understand why there are ISO restrictions, standards on that, because you get ear fatigue using that. So like all my stuff here runs at 48K, but my mixer is set to 44.1. So it does a hardware encode to do it. And you can barely hear it, but the headroom for the frequencies isn't so precise that you hear so much. I mean, it's great, but from my personal opinion, it's unmanageable. Like I can't manage it. I wear headphones a lot. My monitors can catch it, but it takes too much time that I don't have to EQ, and it's really EQing those high and yeah.
Because it's so hot in here. Gonna split some wigs, bust you over the head and pierce the wig.
You still gotta downsample it. Like, so I don't need very much. Recognize her. Check out her extreme makeover.
This is all of them. My 4K library. We're gonna play these on random. I go see how big a piece of weed is stuck in my lung. Extra hand for a help, only to find hate.
Norm MacDonald
Down to rest, but this pain
says
prevents good sleep.
you won't be offended at his comedy shows anymore, but you'll also won't laugh your ass off, such as reality, and it sucks. We got Norm Friday afternoon at Laxatives and ask if he's walking on eggshells, given his propensity to push the envelope and offend his audience. You'll recall Norm caught tons of backlash for defending Roseanne and Louis C.K. Norm tried to dig himself out of that hole, but things got worse before the mea culpa on The View. Ooh, that opinionated show. The fact is, Norm trying to please the PC, personal computer police, has severely dented the comedic process. Ooh, he severely dented the comedic process, and the police are looking into this. And by the way, Howie Mandel agrees. Norm longs for the day when a comedian can...
Reclusive. I didn't know what that word really meant.
What's up,
but I used
pussycat?
that word reclusive to her. And that was about the only time I ever used that word in my life.
Damn,
So
this
after
chair
the research on this
sucks.
word, what is... Damn, it hurts.
So do you think my antidepressants are working? Do you think the Zoloft I'm taking 50 milligrams per day at 5 p.m. is helping my mental state? Am I more happier? Do I look happier? Am I shedding a tear?